Good morning, Western High School students, English 1 students in particular. Today is Monday, November 2nd, 2020. This is your weekly video pre-recorded for the week. All right, so this is the lesson overview. I'm going to go through some announcements. We're going to do some notes, and then I'm going to touch on your weekly assignments. This should be a short and sweet video, hopefully. All right, so the announcements for the week. I say this every week in pretty much every class. Stop turning in things blank. I will not grade them. It's frustrating. It's driving me crazy. Please stop turning in things blank. Those of you who have stopped turning in them, I'm so excited to see your work. Honestly, I'm really getting some higher quality stuff than I even did in the building. I don't know if you guys are more focused at home, but I'm really proud of a lot of the work that I'm seeing. So keep it up, okay? This weekly video, and these are just general announcements, this weekly video should be watched by your first live class. So if your first live class for me is on Tuesday, this video and the quiz should be done by Tuesday. If your first live class is Wednesday, this weekly video should be watched by Wednesday. No exceptions. Please watch the video before you come to class. The Edpuzzle for Part-Time Indian should be done by your second live class, okay? So that is either Thursday or Friday. You have a little bit of extra time to get the Edpuzzle done. The other assignments, do them some point during the week by Sunday night, okay? I am going to be starting an attendance challenge. If you were in class on Friday, I mentioned it. I'm going to be starting an attendance challenge for November. How this is going to work is the English class with the highest attendance will receive a prize by mail, okay? So that means the highest average attendance. So if 10 kids show up, that will go positively towards your average. If 15 kids show up, that's even better, okay? So I want to try to get as many students live in class as we can, okay? And the class with the highest average attendance will receive a mail prize. It'll probably be like a Chick-fil-A sandwich, or not like the actual sandwich, but like a coupon for a Chick-fil-A sandwich, or McDonald's, or something along those lines. Krispy Kreme maybe. No one's gotten back to me yet, but I will let you know as soon as I know what those prizes will be. Just to let you know that last month, second period, that should be WON, I did this very quickly, second period won with an average of 2.4 students that showed up, and first period was close behind with 12.2. I'm misspeaking, I'm sorry guys. 12.4 and 12.2, so they were really, really, really close. Sixth and seventh period were a little further behind, so I'd love to see your all's attendance higher this month, because you'll get a prize if it is, okay? All right, that's all for announcements. Let me know if you have any questions about those. Either comment on this assignment or on any one of your assignments, and I will get back to you. All right, so notes. So you need to pause and go get paper and something to write with. Hopefully it's not toilet paper or dollar bills. Hopefully you have a notebook. So pause this video and go get your notes and come back here prepared to write the notes for today. Okay. So today we are going to be looking at, so these are English notes for November 2nd, 2020. Write that down. We are going to be looking at the differences between dynamic and static characters. So you'll want to go ahead and write those two words down, dynamic and static. You may have seen these words before. They have meaning outside of English class 2, and we're going to talk about that. But before we do, I'm going to do just a very quick, brief review of STEAL, okay? Almost everybody got this correct on our last test. Remember, STEAL is the tool that we use to develop characters, okay? Character development helps move the story from point A to point B, okay? Character development is what we depend on as readers. We want to see characters grow and change, and that's how we build connections with them, okay? So just to review STEAL really quick, using Junior, not my face on Junior, but Junior from the story. When we're thinking about Junior as he grows and changes in the story, we want to be thinking about what he says and how he says it. Remember, he has a stutter and a lisp. We need to be thinking about what he thinks. We think about when he got very, very emotional over Oscar having to be put down. We want to think about his effect on others, okay? How does he affect Rowdy, Mr. P, his sister, as we move through the story? How does he act? Junior is very unique, and we know lots of things about how he acts and walks and looks. And then finally, what does the character look like? We know Junior is very strange. So when we're approaching different texts, we always want to be thinking about these 5 things and how they affect the character's development. That's all for review. And now I really want you to write down the definition for static. And I chose this picture because static is what you see on the TV if you have an older TV when you don't have any reception, okay? It's snow, it's fuzz, it does not change, okay? Static characters stay the same throughout the story or the movie or the text, whatever you're looking at. They don't grow, they don't develop. They can be highly interesting characters, but they stay exactly the same. They do not change. So write this down, static characters stay the same. Versus dynamic characters evolve and change over the course of a text, okay? And we're going to look in a second how they manage to do that and in what ways. So write this down. Dynamic characters are characters that evolve or change over the course of the text or movie or book or whatever text it happens to be. Okay, so when we're looking at dynamic characters, we want to be thinking, and you don't have to write this down, and this will be a part of your assignment, so don't worry too much about it, but we want to think about the way that the characters change, okay? So they might change the way they look, how they act, how they think, how they react, who they hang out with, or how they view the world. So looking at Tony Stark here, Tony Stark has a huge arc of change, and if you watch the Marvel movies, you know this, okay? He is a jerk from time to time. He grows and develops into a more thoughtful person. He starts caring about things besides himself. Okay, so he really changes and evolves as a character. That makes him dynamic. Versus when we look at a static character, and often villains, antagonists, okay, people who have bad motivations, are often very static characters. They stay the same throughout the course of the story. Thanos stays the same. His goal and his purpose is not changing at all. He is the most static character I can think of. Okay? So, and villains are often static. Also, background characters tend to be static. They're not there to develop or change, okay? So that's what a static character is. All right, I'm just going to show you your assignment for the week because I don't want this to take longer than 10 minutes. So you're going to be starting on a static and dynamic character assignment. What you are going to be doing is you are going to choose a static character of your choice. It can be from a book, a movie, a TV show. I don't care. You're going to choose a static character of your choice, insert their image, and then explain in a sentence or two why the character is static in the space below. You will do exactly the same thing for dynamic, okay? This shouldn't take you more than 10 minutes to do. If it's taking you more than 10 minutes, you're overthinking it, and you need to take a deep breath and maybe come back to the assignment later, okay? Okay, so just an overview of these assignments. This is the weekly video, and you will have a quiz shortly after this. It should take you, we're at 8 minutes and 15 seconds right now, so the quiz should only take you a minute or two. So that's a total of 10 minutes. Part-time Indian Ed Puzzle is 25 minutes of the video, and the questions may take you about 5 minutes, okay? So that's up to 25 to 30 minutes. And then static and dynamic character assignment that I just showed you should not take you more than 10 minutes, and your weekly journal is 7 to 10 minutes. Okay, all in all, that should work out to 1 hour of work. That is it for English class. So you come into live class, that's 1 hour, and then your assignments all together should be 1 hour. Make sure that you get them done. I love this Shia LaBeouf gif. It's an oldie but a goodie. Just do it. Just get it done. Just get your work done. Just do it. Okay. Last but not least, wear your mask. Maybe someday we'll get to go back to school if everybody starts wearing your masks. Start wearing them. Put them over your nose, not under your nose. Nope, nope, nope. Over your nose, behind your ears, or tied in the back, however you have to wear it. But wear your masks, please. For the sake of Louisville, for the sake of schools, wear your mask. Bye.